Let's get motivated with George. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we're going to talk about the 4Fs of success. I want to talk about the 4Fs of success. And I heard this, and I think it was from Brian Tracy. I was watching a video, and I just wanted to share this with you because I thought this was really powerful. And this speaks to the work that I do on the other side of the house. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I own a clinical mental health practice where I do psychotherapy with individuals and couples. All right, and so and I do a lot of work with men. So I want to talk about the 4Fs of success. All right, and the 4Fs are success. The F stands for forgive. So in order to grow into the person that you desire to be, the vision that you have for yourself, you have to line up what you think and what you feel together. You got to line up what your intentions are versus what you're doing. Sometimes there's a disparity between the two. Your intentions is to lose 20 pounds. What you're doing is ordering pizza at 9:30 at night. See, what you intend to do and what your body is doing is incongruent. They're not lined up together. So how do we get those things lined up? And these 4Fs, these 4 forgives will help you line that up. So the number one group that you want to forgive is your parents. You want to forgive your parents. Why? Because your parents was doing the best they could. Your parents grew up in a different era. They didn't grow up in the same era that you did. You know, there used to be a time, if you took your fist and you popped your child, that might have been perceived as being a good parent, being a loving parent. Now we see that as abuse. Think about this for a second. It used to be when a child was born, they would spank the child on the backside, right? To get the lungs moving, right? So when an infant was born, the doctor would spank them, right? But now we don't do that anymore. Why? It's not a good practice. Why? Because we know that the infant is encoding information about the world as soon as they're born, right? So we know that might have some impact on that child, some sort of negative impact on that infant, right? So that's why we don't do it, because it's not the healthy thing to do. So same thing with your parents. Your parents were doing the best they could. You're not going to change them. So don't try to change your parents. Your parents are your parents. What they gave you was all that they could. They did their best. So forgive them so that you can move on and you can feel better. That's why you want to forgive them. Not for them, but for you. Does that make sense? So you can lighten your load and you're not carrying that burden of what your parents did or didn't do into adulthood. So number one, the first person group that you have to forgive is your parents. The second group you got to forgive is forgiving others. So you got to forgive others, not for them, but for you. You got to forgive others. Hey, man, we're all on a journey here and we're all doing the best we can. I know you might say, you know what? It sure don't seem like it. And you could be right. I'm not debating that. What I'm saying is, for your healing and for you to move forward and you to step into the things that you want to step into, you need to forgive others. It would be helpful. And then you're in better position. So number one, healing your parents. Number two, Number one, forgiving your parents. Number two, forgiving others. And number three, forgiving yourself. You got to forgive yourself. Guess what? You were doing the best you could. Yeah, you made some mistakes. Yeah, but you were doing the best you could. So we all are doing the best we can with the information that we have available to us at this particular time or at that particular time. We all are doing the best we can. People don't mean to hurt other people. You did not mean to hurt other people. But if you're hurting, what else are you going to give? What else is there? So all you can give is hurt if you're hurting. That's why it helps to forgive other people and to forgive yourself. Now, the last one is a very interesting one because I want you to ask others to forgive you. So if you're a parent and you know you messed up, ask for forgiveness. If you injured someone, if you got an ex and you really hurt them, ask for forgiveness. So you're not walking around with that and carrying that. At least ask. It's not your job. If you ask for forgiveness, it's not your job to make sure someone forgives you. The forgiving part is on their end, but at least you asked for it. You said, and let me show you how to do this, because sometimes it gets a little confusing, and I'm being facetious, but sometimes it seems like it does. You know, people say everything but I apologize. No, I'm sorry. Last week, last month, last year, I said some hurtful things. And I know it hurt you, and I'm sorry. Period. No, yeah, well, I apologize. And but what I meant to say was no, 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 no. There may be a time for that later, but right now it's about clearing the slate and asking for forgiveness. So just ask for forgiveness. I'm sorry. Okay? This is what I did, and I'm sorry. And I hurt you. I'm sorry. I disappointed you. I'm sorry. And that cleans your slate so that you're able to move congruently. What I think, what I do. Hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on day 9.